We have quite an update for you on our Saturday in America investigation into Maine. Now, over the past 2 weeks, we have been reporting on the potential misuse of funds after the tragic Lewiston, Maine shooting more than 2 years ago. And in case you missed it, nearly $2 million from the Lewiston-Auburn Area Response Fund went to nonprofits, many of which appear to have no connection to the victims and their families. Now, that includes the Somali Bantu Community Association, Maine Prisoner Advocacy Coalition, and Gateway Community Services Maine, whose founder was running for president of Jubaland, that's in Africa. Well, after that coverage with the Maine Wire, one of the nonprofits has apparently said they'll be giving the money back to the survivors, as well as to the victims' families. Amy Sussman is the aunt of Max Hathaway, one of the 18 people who tragically lost their lives back on October 25th, 2023. She broke the news, and she joins me now to discuss. Amy, welcome. This is a great update, but before we get to that news, I want you to tell me a little bit about Max.
Yeah, thank you for having me on your show, Kaylee. I really appreciate it. Max was 35 years old. He was a married dad of 2, and his wife was 7.5 months pregnant. When the shooting happened. That day, he had received his college diploma from the University of Southern Maine. And so they went out to dinner at Schmenge's to celebrate him getting that diploma.
Man,
and then the shooting happened.
His wife, 7.5 months pregnant. I can't imagine what she went through. Now, you got this update this week that this nonprofit that had received these funds was going to be giving the money back to victims. Tell me about how that went about, the phone call, and how that story happened.
Yeah, they reached out to me and said that they used the money with the intended purpose that they put on the application. So they are not giving the money they were given that was used. They are giving money, that same amount of money, to the survivors and family members. They feel that's the most appropriate thing to do. And it's pretty incredible news. I think the message it sends to the rest of the nonprofits is that you should do the same thing. And the message it sends to the Maine Community Foundation is likewise. They could make this right, and they should encourage these nonprofits to do it, or they should do it themselves.
That's great news. And I understand that nonprofit wants to remain anonymous, right? We know it's one of 29, so they don't want to share their name.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. Well, good for that nonprofit. Oh, go ahead.
Yes. What's significant about this, and I don't know that this was shared, but the amount of money that the survivors and family members received compared to the amount of money the nonprofits received is a bit stunning. So the people who were at the shooting and were not shot, they either got out through a kitchen, some laid on the floor pretending to be dead.